Hey everyone, it's Ursa Midnight and welcome to doing another 10-minute build challenge. Today our goal is to build a house in Oasis Springs, like a generic first house you would get. So we're actually going to try to build a house in 10 minutes. Currently setting an alarm. So what this is gonna be is probably like a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom house, maybe at most 2 bedroom. But my goal is to try to build an entire house in 10 minutes only. So I'm gonna start the timer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, timer started. So I'm gonna kind of go with what they already had prior, where it was like a long rectangle. I kind of like that as an idea for a simple house. We'll add a little patio. We're kind of gonna match, I think the first 3 houses here, they're all gonna match in that similar layout. So now we're gonna add on a roof. We're just gonna do, actually, let's do this one. I like this one because it adds like a closing in the back, which I think is really cool. And also just kind of tends to work a little bit better. And then we're going to add, where is it? There we go. We're gonna add another little roof right here, just to kind of give this area a little bit of a roof. We're gonna raise this up a little bit. Let's add some columns around. I wish you could just do it without having to re-click each time, but it's okay. So we're just doing a simple house today. So just a little simple kind of, I probably should just do base game, but since we already have, ooh, that's a cute fence. We already have the columns not being base game, so I'm not really gonna stress about it being base game or not, because half of it already isn't. So add some stairs and hopefully a railing that matches. If I can find a matching railing. I kind of just picked a random. That's okay. It doesn't need to be fully matching. Alright, we're gonna add some doors and then we're gonna go into oh wait, I wanted short walls. They don't need to be tall. There we go. Which means this, oops, this should probably shrink a little bit. Just because it doesn't need to be super tall. Yeah, go back. It looks better that way. And then let's see. We do like simple windows like this. Yeah. Simple little base game windows. There we go. We can add more windows later on as well. So I'm thinking maybe like bedroom, maybe like a tiny little nursery just because we don't need a super big house. And then maybe master bathroom, and then the rest being the rest of the house. Because I kind of like the idea of them having like a little home for their family. And then we can just add some doors. They can all share a bathroom, that's fine. Let's add some lighting. I think I want to keep doing more of these 10-minute build challenges, at least for like the smaller lots. I think they're fun. Because it also makes me have to figure out a house quickly and not get distracted as much. So yeah. Let's go with white walls in there. I feel like the parents' room might have like a little bit of like a yellowish, maybe the nursery. I feel like the parents would have a gray. Then their bathroom would probably have some form of tile coloring. And then flooring, like they would have wood in all rooms but the bathroom. And then for the bathroom, I feel like they would just have a matching floor color to the wall. Actually, I'm gonna change the lighting in here because, oops, it's very dark and I don't like it. So let's fix that really fast. There we go. Alright, let's start in our bedroom. We're not gonna go super fancy, it's kind of a... What kind... Oh wait, that's for rent, that causes game glitches, no. I feel like... I don't know. I feel like this parents would be very... Like... They like... fancier stuff. It could be a single mom too, who knows? I mean, I don't know who's gonna live in this family just yet, but you know, to me I feel like they would be more I feel like it's gonna be either a single parent or a couple that are together, which is fine. Okay, let's add that. And then for the kiddos room, again we're going very simple stuff. Nothing too crazy, just because we don't have all the time in the world. Let's do... Honestly, let's do a tiny crib. It can be a neutral room. Blue, green. Changing table. And for toys, we can do little blocks. Maybe a dinosaur, because all kids love dinosaurs. A little playpen. And then just some simple... Just a simple toy box. I think that's pretty good for a newborn room. Infant room. And we can add on... That's cute. Yeah, just simple stuff like that. And then for the bathroom, we can add simple toilet, sink, mirror. We can add like a shower bathtub. Then there's this little corner right here. We could add a litter box, we could give them a cat. I think that would be kind of fun. Give them a little cat bed for the cat. I'm just gonna do brown because I don't know what the cat's gonna be yet. Alright, we have 1.5 minutes to get through kitchen, living room, dining room area. Let's do it. Alright, we're gonna go very simple. Very simple. Why are auto counters off? I don't know. Add a stove, change fridge to a bit of a nicer one. Add a little trash can, add a pet bowl right there. Dining room, we can just do a quick little dining room. Oh, we have under a minute, okay. I think that's kind of a fun little set up. We'll add some flowers. Very cute. Living room. Add fireplace. TV. I feel like I made the house too big, but it's fine. We could just shrink it afterwards, it's fine. There we go. There we go. Oh, timer's up. That's fine. I wanted to add a little bit of something right here really fast and then we're done. Because I don't like just plain random spots in the house, so we're just gonna quickly add like a thing or two and then we could be done. So I did maybe one of them's a candle maker, and then maybe also someone who does pottery, which actually maybe instead of the candle maker it's just all pottery. I feel like maybe they sell their pottery online too. Something like that. I don't know. Alright, on that note, I think that is it. Kind of want to add curtains. I know the timer went up, but I can't, like, not finish at least some form of decorating. Because to me, it's like, it looks bland, and I don't like it, and I always tend to overbuild than underbuild, so... yeah. We're just gonna add some paintings, just trying to fill up empty wall space, and then I promise we're done. I just can't stand the... oh, that's actually really cute. I like that. And then we can add that, and now we're good. Alright. That's gonna... I kinda need cabinets. I'm so sorry. I know I said that's gonna be it, but I'm just gonna... they don't even have a sink in their kitchen. We're just gonna add a sink, just so that way they have a sink. Alright, on that note, we're done. I didn't even do the outside. Alright, we gotta at least paint the outside, even if we don't do much landscape. I know the timer went up, but I can't just ignore that their house needs something, okay? We can actually lift this up a little bit. You know what? It's fine. Maybe we'll bring that out a little bit. There we go. Alright. To be fair, I know I said I was gonna be done. I just want to make it look presentable and then we're done. Okay. Okay. I think we can add maybe that tree 2 times. And then just add some flowers and then we're done. I'm gonna not count this to the actual 10-minute build. We pretty much finished the build in 10 minutes. We just didn't do outer decorations. And you kind of need that. Even if it's just subtle plants. You need some greenery in your Sims houses, you know? I'm not really sure what this family is going to consist of, but what I do know is they at least have a semi-decent looking house design. Not the greatest, but it does work. We can add a little bit of something before we officially end. It says 10-minute build challenge. It turns into like a 15-minute build challenge. Sounds about right with me. I'm also trying to make the house look cute. So, can't exactly blame me, I feel like. Just look at that. It brings it so much better. Plus, after this, I am officially done. I also like the blue and the pink. Alright, now we're officially done. Alright, we're gonna upload it to the gallery. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one, in the next episode. Peace out. Goodbye.